welcome to Retail Chats. This is the second episode of this segment, and today I'm just going to be sharing things that I observed over the festive season, which really, for me at least, they irritating is quite a big word, but anyway, these are my observations, and in 2025 should be non-negotiables. Yeah. One, don't neglect your customers. There's a lot happening right now. I don't know why it is such a trend that it's okay to neglect customers. You don't neglect customers. Any conversation that has nothing to do with what the customer is asking you or is not going to help the customer that you are currently busy with can wait. There is nothing important more than the person that you are serving for that 2 minutes, because it's only going to be 2, max 5. If it's a query, push it to 10. But for the time period that you are busy with the customer, that's all that is important. You and your customer. If any engagement is required, it's the person that you're serving. If they're not interested, because that happens, if they're not interested in engaging, then finish the transaction, let the customer leave, then you can speak to whoever that you need to speak to. Your phone can wait. Trust me, if it's a message, it can wait. It is also a privilege. Know that you are privileged that you are allowed to have your phone while you are working, especially in a customer experience, customer service environment. Don't take that privilege for granted. It's not playtime, it's work time. Yes, you can check when it's quiet, you can check your messages, you can do whatever you want to do. But as soon as a customer steps in, even if you are far away from the front door, don't let the customer see how much freedom you have. The point is, you don't have to respond right there and then while you're busy with the customer. Allow the customer and give the customer the decency of being served and feeling special for that 2 minutes, for that 5 minutes, right? We know that there are people that will wear their earphones. They don't want to be disturbed because, again, shopping is therapy, guys. Window shopping is therapy for some people. So not everybody that steps in your store or your business wants that attention, but eye contact will tell you is a big deal. Eye contact and a smile here, a wave if they're wearing earphones, and that's it. You don't need to disturb them, but just that acknowledgement. Don't get caught up in conversations that should not be happening where you are, like on the shop floor. Don't let customers hear you speaking about what happened last night in your house. Customers are not interested in that, and there's a room for that. The one is okay, except for this past weekend where we had load shedding. EAS, why is your EAS beeping? So EAS are those pedestals that you see at the front door or when you exit that will make a sound if there's a security tag on your items. Why are your things beeping as if, for the past 10 months, for the most part, the entire country, some places, we have not been getting load shedding. But your ear stands are still beeping as if we are on a 4-hour load shedding. Why are you not fixing that? Because the thing is, your regulars, they know already that's a thing with your store. You are paying for that service. Why are you not calling the service provider to come and fix whatever they need to fix? Because at the end of the day, whether we have load shedding or not, the service provider gets paid monthly for that item, for that EAS. So why are you not logging a call and making sure that it works properly? It beeps when it needs to beep. What about your visitors? Now they are embarrassed because everyone is looking at them because they don't know what's happening. No one is there. Also, it's a security risk because how do you pick up if it's a genuine beep or it's not? Again, this is now part 2 of the under the security. The security checks the parcel checks. Does your security guard or the designated person that stands at the door, do they know what they're doing? Do they know what is it that they're looking for when they stop customers and check those parcels? Why are you insisting on doing something that your staff or your guard does not understand? Do they know what they're looking for? Why are they... I don't have a proper bag now. The bag is full, but they always do this in 2 minutes, and then they sign. Last, did you refresh their memory on parcel checks? Anyway, this is number 4. If your fitting room has a door, that door should lock. That bolt should be working properly. Both sides should hold that door. Why do I have to use my body to keep that door locked? Please check your doors, your fitting room doors on a regular. If it has a lock, it must lock and it must work properly. If it's not, flag it, log a call, get to maintenance guy. They must fix that lock. Unisex stores. Please, it's risky as it is. Make sure your doors lock and make sure they unlock properly. Before I get into, this is part of housekeeping, the shops that have cleaners, because I noticed that it happens, the shops that have external cleaning companies cleaning their stores. Guys, please check that water. That water stinks. I don't know why they don't change the water or they don't rinse the mop. The second last one, it's too hot. I don't know what's going on. It's too hot. I cannot be waiting for your long queue and still feel like I'm gonna faint in your store. It's too hot. And I've inquired in 2 stores. They said they don't control the aircon. Yeah, I get that. You don't control the aircon. The mall does. But does the mall know that your customers are struggling? Or you're just accepting it because your people, you guys used petty cash and you bought a fan for that department and there's a fan for that department. What about your customers? It's unbearable. It affects the entire experience. Working together, I think the collaboration, I think head office, when I say head office, the allocators or the planners, the marketing, the operations team from head office and stores. You need to work together. You need to hold hands and work together. It cannot just be, oh, I've allocated the stock, it's in stores now, and it ends there. No, you're going to make sure that they sell that stock. And you making sure that it sells the stock is making sure that you and marketing are pushing that stock. And make sure that everybody knows that that stock is coming to your stores. And which stores are those? And where in the store is that going to be? And you, store team, make sure that everybody knows that that stock is in the store. Which store? Which stores? If you don't carry, which stores? So that you can effectively and correctly direct your customers. Okay? Now, I'll make an example, especially the stores that are now in the phase of working with influencers. I can tell you right now, it is pointless. It will always be pointless to have a campaign that is highlighting whatever that is you are highlighting, whatever the mandate of the campaign is or the goal is, and you get these influencers to promote your brand, to promote your company, to promote whatever line that you are promoting, right? And customers, they flood into the stores and they don't see, they do not see what they're looking for. They cannot find what they're looking for. No one knows in the store what is happening. Now, that's a disconnect that you do not want, because it doesn't work in the favor of the influencer that you're working with. It discredits your influencer, because it pushes the narrative that the influencers always get preferential treatment, right? It discredits your brand, because you are preaching something else through the influencer. But when your regular customer goes into the store, they don't get the same treatment. They don't find what they're looking for. So I always look at it in both lenses. Now, the thing is, if you're launching a campaign and you're using a very well-known, even if it's not a well-known influencer, the minute you know you use or you collaborate with an influencer, it is guaranteed that you will reach new people. Even if it's 5 new people, but you will reach that new audience. You will make other people remember you. People that have forgotten about you, customers that have written you off, they will say, oh, let me go try them again. Imagine if they go try you again and they get treatment that is worse than when they stopped coming to your store for whatever reason. So you don't want that to happen. When you decide to launch a campaign, whatever the case is, if it's a limited edition, or if you are emphasizing something that is not available in all stores, or you are highlighting something that is not available in all stores, it is important. I find it so important that you highlight that within the campaign. Find space within the campaign brief where you're gonna say, please make sure you mention that these are only in the top 3 or top 5 stores, which are da 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 da. Don't let your customer run all the way from wherever they stay and they go to their nearest store, or they drive all the way for something that is only allocated in the top 5 stores. The other thing, when you guys give brief, when you invite an influencer and you want them to share their experience and to go shop, give them a voucher, it is important that you tell them, if they do show, whatever items they show, things that are on sale, on clearance, those things are not available in all the stores. It is important for them to highlight that those things were on a clearance sale. Note that you will not find it in all the stores, or sizes will not be available because it's a clearance sale. So be ready, work together. Your brief must include, these are the items, these are the stores that have it, and for this period of time. Stores need to know when you merchandise, whatever placement, where you're going to place the items, everyone in the store must know that we are launching this campaign is running from this day on this day. We are expecting an influx of customers because we have collaborated with so and so. Therefore, when they do come and ask about something that whoever was wearing, so you need to know that in the store around the corner, that is where it is. And it is now your duty in stores to monitor those units and see how quickly they fly, so that you know very well when the customer comes and you can tell them, yes, it is there. Let me tell you, however, we sold out at the moment. We're waiting for restocks, or whatever the case is. If it's a limited edition, unfortunately, it is sold out. However, these are the branches, other stores that have it. You can go try them. It needs to be, as much as that conversation cannot stop online. You cannot just create that buzz online. It needs to be a buzz in store as well, amongst your staff, within your team. So you don't stop talking about that until the item is sold out. Next one is, and everyone has, we have spoken about this. If you are on TikTok, there's a lady called Vuyo. I'm not sure, I don't know what her full name is, but her account is Retail by Vuyo. She speaks about everything in retail. She used to be a buyer retail. She did cover a topic about sizing. She did, but I mean, buyers come help us. We are in South Africa, and it's not even about us being in South Africa. Actually, what sizing? What are you using? How are you that? How do you get to the conclusion of size? How am I size 12 from a specific shop? And then I go, same cut, same everything. All of a sudden, size 12 doesn't go up anymore. Like, then I go to the next store, different store, and I get the same size. And that size 12 fits. How does that work? Same fabric, same cut. So if we're talking about dead jeans, non-stretch, but now your size 12 doesn't fit me anymore. But I go next door, and their size 12 fits me. So how... What is the standard? How are you doing this thing? It is suspicious. It is a bit sus. You guys need to tell us what is going, because you're also making us crazy. You're ruining, the thing is, you guys are ruining the experience. Us as customers, we don't enjoy going to the fitting rooms anymore because it's all disappointing, and it's like, oh, how? Which models are you using? Oh, the other thing is that are doing click and collect. Yeah, so there are reasons why you choose that service. Either you're not going to be home because you are at work, or you just simply know that sometime next week whenever they deliver, you still want to go to the store. But the benefits of click and collect for the store is that even though the customer shopped online, they get to come to your store. They see what else is in the store. The opportunity to add more items in the basket, to see things that they didn't see online, or they saw online but they were not sure. So that is an opportunity. The quicker it is, make your click and collect as seamless as possible, that it doesn't irritate the customer. Because the more times where you make the customer wait for a parcel, or you give them a runaround, you can't find the parcel, whatever delays, you are actually giving the customers to think about more reasons why they should consider a door-to-door service. And if they do consider a door-to-door service, that means the customer is not coming to your store again, because now you are making the service less convenient by delaying. You have a process where there's a designated counter for your click and collect, but there's never a person there. There's always delays. No one else, if that designated person is not there, no one else knows how to do it in store. So all those unnecessary delays you are creating will eventually make that customer decide to go full on door to door. Your foot count becomes less. At the end of the day, customer service or customer experience is tricky, is difficult. It's not an easy task. Most of the work depends on you, the team. Customer is only here to come in, choose, and buy. They will not choose if there are no options. They'll walk away. Like, just these 5 things. If your aircon is fixed, is working properly, your fitting room doors are working properly, your cleaner or your staff is cleaning with a clean mop, you can smell that they are using the correct detergents. The shop is clean. You can see they're using the proper signage, that the floor is wet. Your guards, they know exactly what they look for. They don't annoy the customer because the customer is on their way out already. They don't ruin that experience that the customer has received in the store. It doesn't get ruined at the exit point. So if your security is well mannered and well trained, and your EAS is functional, just those 5 things already. So you can have a long queue. Oh, and the other thing is, if you have uncontrollable situations, because we know technology is technology, Yes, after all, we are not in control. All we can do is go to the queue and explain what's going on. Customers need to be told what is going on, why it's happening, how long it's going to be fixed, what is the current solution, right? Whatever the case is, but they need to be informed. You're not going to be a technician now and try and fix the system. You can't. If it's the bank is offline, the bank is offline. There's absolutely nothing you can do. However, here and there are those ones that expect you to be a magician. You can't. You will get those, but I mean, out of 100 customers, maybe 5 of those. So yeah, those are the 5, more than 5 things. It was meant to be 5, more than 5 things that I experienced during and observed during the past festive season. If you forget to step out and step back a bit and observe from a customer perspective, you need to walk around your mall and not in a rush, walk your mall. See, go observe, go talk to people. Also ask, like, so how are sales? What's happening? How's this week? And all of those things, you know. And you're not privy. Obviously, you're not asking for confidential information, but you are trying to figure out, okay, so if they are struggling and they sell clothes and we sell books, who are we? So what can we do? You know, all of that. You're trying to do your own constant market research within the area you operate. If you want to change the way you think, and if you want to make your work, your day exciting and interesting, you're gonna have to start doing things differently. And these are the little things that you can do. So that is my festive season post-mortem. These are basics, so make sure that your team is well aware. It's all up to you. It's your business, but you just want to make it less frustrating for a customer. So you can share your thoughts below. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.